So today we're going to go over what was revealed in Wildcard's extra live stream. First off, we've got the armored Doggo. New creature type, I guess. They kind of hinted at being like a companion. So essentially, I mean, you can have it follow you, but from what I'm understanding, there's gonna be like a slot or something in the inventory that gets added. And this kind of like a chibi, but not a chibi. This creature can, follow you. You can interact with it. But yeah, it's supposed to have like a companion type deal. Yeah. So from what I understand, we're gonna get a new item, of course. With most of Bob Tell's stuff, we have gotten new items. So it's gonna be like a dog whistle essentially. And it's gonna have a ton of features. I think they discuss like certain whistles do certain things, activate certain things. It's going to be breedable. I think they also discussed that as well. I kind of skimmed over it just a little bit here. And then it's also going to be able to dig up treasure, which kind of is shown in the dossier. Talks about, being able to find some new gear and ornaments. Well, I guess it technically says new drops, so I would assume we're gonna be able to get gear and weapons and all that stuff, blueprints from that. But we never know. Could just be resources. But we also, it comes with some new stuff. We can get armor types for it. I don't know if they discussed about how we can get different tiers of armor and they do different things, but I would imagine, I mean, never know. It is, just on, a reveal type. Not much was fully discussed. They got to leave some stuff for us to, figure out. But yeah, it starts off with this, basic armor. I'm sure it helps the creature, like normal saddles, but of course you can't ride this creature. And the next thing is they have attachments for the base armor. So you get like a bag, which adds inventory space, a med kit, which will heal you, from what I understood. Heals you and the armored Doggo. I'm just gonna call it Doggo from on. It heals you and the Doggo, I would assume. Some kind of healing buff. Extra armor, of course, extra armor. I think that's just for the Doggo. I don't see why it would add a buff to us, but I don't, never know. Spikes add like a reflection damage or extra damage. Kind of like the Kintro, I would think. From what I was getting at, that's what I would assume was going on, was the reflection damage. Meat sack, this is actually interesting. So if you've ever played with the Cyrus critters, the gecko, it drops the tail and it pulls aggro. Well, the Doggo will run away and pull the aggro of creatures. So yeah, of course, we've got a speed buff, which applies to you and the Doggo. So that's good. You can get a little extra, if you run away, getting chased by some stuff. And then, of course, we get the food basket, which feeds you and drinks you, so no longer have to worry about, carrying food with you. I guess that's good. I think on Extinction, you get increased food and water drain while you're on the wasteland. So that's not bad. The chibi basket lets you carries chibis for you, and they level up. So I don't know how that's going to work. Maybe they're going to add some extra levels if they're in the Doggo. I don't know. I don't know if that, because, I mean, really, a chibi, you only have to level up one chibi, and then you get those levels. So carrying 3, technically, from what the armor looks like, I don't know. I don't know how that's going to work. Then we got the spyglass. This is the mid-tier spyglass, from what I understand. They said it's not going to be good as the tech binoculars, but it's going to be better than the spyglass. So I don't know what that means, because if you can build the gene selector, I don't know if that's, going to be better than the spyglass on the Doggo, as in like seeing traits and whatnot. So maybe that spyglass will be able to do that and kind of form the two together, which wouldn't be bad. I honestly would like that. I don't know if you I don't know how that's going to work. Does it just show up on a HUD Do you like, I don't know, does it like just show in the area type deal? I don't know how that's gonna work. The spyglass kind of confuses me. Rolled sleeping bag is gonna allow you to have a one-time spawn, essentially a sleeping bag. Just, you know, say you died and had your doggo with you, you can spawn back on the doggo. That's pretty cool. Ammo box allows you to put ammo on your doggo, and then you use the ammo from that inventory. So essentially, put all your ammo on there, and as long as your doggo's with you, you don't have to worry about that extra weight. And of course, the oxygen tank allows you and the doggo to breathe. Yeah, I mean, essentially, it's just oxygen tank. You don't have to worry about wearing a scuba. That is actually pretty cool. Some stuff I didn't discuss, though, is the Armadoggo. The way they, you know, discussed it was it can dig underground and then follow you. So essentially, say you hop on an RG, or, of course, Extinction, Managarmer, if I'm saying that right. Probably not, but you know what? It's there. The Managarmer. Say you fly across the map. You don't have to worry about your doggo following you. It just digs on the ground and then kind of pops up when you get on the ground next. So, kind of cool. Kind of reminds me of the Minecraft dog, you know, just kind of teleports with you. So, yeah, that's kind of cool. Especially for, you know, if you're over encumbered. I don't know how that's going to work with, you know, you're over encumbered. When you dig down, well, when you know, put all the stuff on the doggo and it digs down, I don't know if it will be able to move across the map. If so, that would be kind of broken. But yeah, let's get into the next reveal. So up next, we've got the cars. Yeah, I love this. They said it's not going to be as bad as the ATV. Thank goodness. I remember loading up, seeing the ATV, playing with it, and that thing just goes barrel rolling across the map. Horrible, you know, physics to it. I think that's the right term we use for it. Physics. So, yeah, we got different types. We got the racer, the buggy, the monster truck. I'm sure each one has a different health, you know, different stat. One's gonna be able to carry more, one's gonna go faster. Yeah. But the cool part is these turrets that you can put on them. So like the shotgun, I'm just assume based off of, you know, most, you know, games, shotgun's gonna do, you know, not a lot of damage, but it's gonna spread out the damage, so it totals up to a lot more, you know, that kind of deal. Cannon, I'm sure it's gonna be a super powerful one shot, super long reload, that type of deal. And then the Seeker missile, from what I understand, is it does extra damage when it has a homing missile attached to it. So like you can lock on the flyers, and then when you lock on, you get like a little damage buff, I guess, from what I was understanding. And of course they've got dumbfire, so you can just spray that thing, you know, shoot everywhere. Yeah, minigun, you know, ton of damage, you know, out because of multiple, I guess not ton of damage, but you know, quick damage, small damage, but adds up to a ton. So kind of like the shotgun, but not like the shotgun. I'm sure it has less damage. Shotgun is more powerful up close. And of course the flamethrower, you know, just fire damage, you know, tick away at that. And then, yeah, I think this will be cool. I don't know if you'll be able to just kind of place these around your base either, or if it's going to be solely to your, you know, vehicle. It'd be cool if you could put them on your, you know, around the base, because some of the stuff that we're getting into with these structures looks pretty cool, and I think it would add to that effect. Up next, we've got the Wasteland Warpack outfits. Yeah, these look awesome. Very, very Mad Max. I love the Warlord female look. Honestly, I hope it's not like gender-based, like this is the way it's gonna look if it's on a female. I kind of hope it, you know, kind of, if you have a female, it looks better on the female. And if, you know, just the difference, if you have a female, that's what it's going to look like. And if a male, that's what it's going to look like. I hope it's back and forth, honestly. Either way, it looks straight. Yeah, I don't have much to say about this, except with the helmets. The helmets is what, to me, looks the best. Especially the one on the end there with the full face mask. The first one looks great, too. I don't know. I'm kind of hard, you know, set between the two. I also like the I'm gonna call it Spino look, or, you know, Capra look, the one of the dreads, but I don't know. I don't necessarily like that. I really like the one on the front and the end. The middle one kind of just reminds me of some World War II type stuff, but also just gives that Mad Max vibe as well. So yeah, pretty cool. So we're getting into our structures here. We have the garage, and of course they showed some more attachments for the vehicle. We got a buzzsaw, spike grill. I'm assuming the buzzsaw is gonna be like you can drive around, gather resources. That would make sense to me. And the spike grill is just, you know, you can ram into stuff and do damage, tons of damage. Rear end attachments, hook and afterburner. So I'm assuming the hook you can, you know, shoot into stuff and drag it. So like if you have a tame you want to move, you can probably shoot the hook into it, drag it elsewhere. Afterburner, of course, that's probably just like a speed, you know, speed buff. And of course the garage itself looks amazing. Honestly, it reminds me of Borderlands. That garage, I can't remember the name of it at the moment, but yeah, reminds me of that. Of course, that game's kind of like a Mad Max style fantasy type deal. Yeah, the garage just looks insane, and I saw they talked about leaving the top of it flat so you can integrate it into your base better, and you know you can build up to it. Honestly, to me, I just want to build like a oil refinery. I don't know why, but I've already got ideas for a base that's going to be amazing, especially with the next set of stuff. We've got the Warpack structures themselves. The Behemoth Gate looks amazing. I mean, yeah, that there's detail out the I'm just gonna leave it at that. There's just so many details into that. And then the pillar, you can see some more details. The doors, and then they said we're getting 3 types of doors. We're getting a 1x1, a 3x3, and a 5x5, and they'll be able to be placed vertically or horizontally. So if you place it horizontally, the doors will open up and down, and you'll have that, you know, type of garage type door, and you'll get like a little ramp up in there. So that's gonna be cool, especially with the vehicles. They discussed the vehicles weren't really able to fit into a normal gateway, so that was their fix for it. But that doesn't include, from what I understood, Bob Telltale's just the structure skin is going to be part of that. You don't have to worry about the doors and the gates and whatnot. They'll be part of the base game. And of course we got the wall here. Oh my god, you know, that just screams like apocalypse. That's just what it is. Like the spikes, the planks and whatnot. I already have an idea. I'm gonna have to use so many building techniques to get it done, but I already have an idea. And of course the railings, those look freaking insane. Yeah, they also include my idea. It's just gonna, my builds on Extinction, I really want to build out in the wasteland. I'm hoping they add something that, you know, kind of negates the meteors, because that would suck to build a really big base and have a meteor destroy it, which I think they can. I know they can kill the player, so I would assume they can damage your structures. Storage box looks pretty cool. You know, definitely want to, you know, get into that, get a hold of that. The spikes on there just look insane. Of course, there's more lamps. They just displayed the table lamp. They said there's a hanging lamp, a wall lamp, and a standing lamp. So yeah, that looks insane. The structures look insane. We've also got one more, and it's the Wasteland Warpack Tribe Tower. So from what I understood, this is going to give you a buff in your area. I think it's XP buff. There might be some other buffs, but essentially you can't repair this. You have to build it one time. Well, you can build it multiple times, but every time it gets destroyed, you have to rebuild it. And you only get, you know, one type. I would assume they're only gonna put one for the area. If you built more than one, I think it'd be kind of outrageous, especially with it being a buff. You could probably do some crazy stuff stacking. But yeah, this looks insane. Got mammoth tusks. You've got, you know, horns, fire, screaming, you know, apocalypse. To me, it looks like the top of an oil rig, and that's why I think I'm gonna combine the two, the garage and this, onto one structure, because I think it will look insane just combining those two. But yeah, that's the all the Bob Telltales. And then for the final reveal, we got some Ragnarok secrets. we got the giant bison coming to Ragnarok, because I'm pretty sure we should have had the Gigantoraptor coming, and I think this was like the number 2 vote on the creature vote. So they just went ahead and added that. Thing looks insane. I'm sure it's going to get some kind of charge type deal. I can only speculate what we're going to get out of it. I saw some people commenting it's just going to gather thatch and that's it, which I honestly wouldn't care, because I'm sure if you got this and the mammoth next to each other, you can get your wood and thatch just pretty quickly. So yeah, that's the Ragnarok, and that's pretty much everything I saw inside of the extra life stream. We reached an amazing goal of, I think they ended with 130,000, somewhere in there, somewhere in that range. Yeah, it was amazing. All good work over there. Great community of the Ark of doing that. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, so I can keep you updated with all the good stuff that's coming up, and I will catch you later.